Flaming
I don't
sphere.
want to set the world
No, that's
on
Pathfinder.
fire.
No, that's... God damn it.
But I totes did.
Just want to stop.
It's all on fire.
Okay, there we go. Flaming sphere. Alright, I'm gonna read this. Let's see. So, 5-foot diameter sphere of fire that appears... Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet...
Oh, you're counting his flame sphere?
Yeah.
Oh, did I ever tell the story about how I met one of the ink spots?
Rain of fire.
He was
They alive?
old.
Ring of fire.
Yeah. He was very old and he smoked a lot of weed.
Uh-oh.
He
Ring
was
of
awesome.
fire.
So this is somewhere between flaming sphere and spike growth, where
Oh,
moving
gosh.
through it is going to hurt real bad, and being in it is going to hurt real bad. Effectively, this hurts.
This fight just really had every damn twist in it you can
Well,
imagine.
it's my turn, right?
Well,
Yes.
we gotta find our damage first.
Okay, there we go. So you take 10 damage. Now it's your now what do you do?
10 damage?
Yep. Just for starting in it.
Oh. Oh. Oh!
You take 10 damage for starters.
Fight was too easy. Dimitri turned on hard mode.
Jesus, yeah. It's like we kind of fixed the fight and then we really unfixed it.
Okay, well, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
So
Every
I'm...
square except the one I'm standing in causes damage.
Yep.
Okay, so this line here is going to be my wall of water.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think it's a concentration, so the dude is not going to be a cockroach
Yes.
anymore. And I am going to dive into it and use my swimming speed to zip out of here. Psh.
Into
Yep.
the spikes?
It's the only place I can go to, unfortunately.
I mean, you can put the wall of water diagonally. It doesn't have to be.
You
up
could
and
have
down.
wall of
Yeah.
watered into the water creature and hid inside of it.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
You
Okay.
can hide in, you can hide inside
I
of a
just
water
thought-
source.
Here.
I just thought I didn't know you could do things diagonally.
What kind of weird universe does Alarin live in?
She's
Star
just
Wars
a-
exists and everything only
I'm a rook,
works.
okay?
Oh
She's
my
a rook,
god,
yeah.
she's the protagonist of Fez.
Everything only exists in two dimensions, X and Y. X and Y together?
Well, the thing is-
no, can't do.
Looking at wall of water, it says a line or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What
Fine.
part of it does it say that it has
I'll
to
swim
be?
out.
You can
Okay.
play D&D without a grid.
Yeah, I
No.
could turn off the grid right now. That'd be a giant pain in the ass, but I could. Anyway, so you managed to make it out without hurting yourself terribly. And are you keeping it up? Like, what's going on? Like,
I have to keep it up if it's a concentration.
okay, how long does it last?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So as long as the butterflies do, come on, guys, swim out. And Kahuna's just going to be like, blub.
Yeah. So, Dress and Alarin, you guys are engulfed in Kahuna, probably. As
Well-
he tries to
Oh.
ride the line between fire and spikes.
Well, Drez
Kahuna Matata.
can hold his breath for 15 minutes, and I'm
Yep.
aquatic, so
Alright.
that's not so bad.
Let's see. Greg, it's your turn. You take 6 damage from being on fire. There's a giant wall of water directly next to you.
Huh. How fast does the wall of water move, or should I just dive right into it?
It's not moving.
It's stagnant. It's just
okay.
like
water
bubbling
there.
up from the bottom.
It-
I don't know.
Yeah, there's kind of like a...
It's like a
It is
waterfall.
actually shrinking. Like, it is...
Time for a
the-
swim.
It's getting evaporated off.
Yeah,
of
it's
me.
getting evaporated. Okay, you take 3 damage for landing on spikes. But you're not in fire
Oh.
anymore.
Oh no.
That was
Ah.
exceptionally low rolls.
Alright. Skitter is going to do the same thing and land on Greg. And
Does
see,
Skitter have a
Drez, it's your
stamp card at
turn.
this point where the 10th landing on Greg is free? Landing on Greg is free. Drez is overcome by an overwhelming desire to go through this door
Okay.
due to squishy bodies and fire ocean and spike area that I technically control and a weird wall of water and screaming
God, dude.
and butterfree noise looping.
Be the free.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to let him just somehow understand, I don't know, accidentally use boots.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know they work, so it's literally
Alright,
like
so
he could
which
either use
direction?
them on accident
Which
or
direction
never.
is Drez willing himself?
The door?
Through the
Okay,
door.
straight through the door. Let me.
Oh god.
All right, Drez.
Accidental blind teleport. This
You
is how he
blind
learns all of his
teleport.
power.
Uh-oh.
learn-
Yeah, don't end up in a wall.
He learns all of
Into
his
a
powers on
pit.
accident.
Filled with mind flayers that are screaming.
That's another room.
It's a
Oh,
big
this-
room. It looks like it might have once been used for training. It had like a
Oh,
little arena in the
boy.
center, and
Oh.
currently the arena is the only thing that's keeping the mind flayers from getting out.
Am I just
Oh,
like
so you're
Luke and
standing up.
laying on like this ledge above the cliff?
You need to make a dexterity save to prevent yourself from falling in, because you spawn more or less right. I measured it, it's like 30 feet, and he's like, right on the edge. You fall in.
Ah!
Oh, nice.
Right now would be a great time to use your dragon form.
Okay, but yes. So there's here, I'll reveal the full room.
Drez has never and might never use dragon form on purpose, or even know that he can do it or how.
Yeah,
That's
he cannot dragon
Really?
form.
That's the
not enough time
RNG
to-
I got?
Yeah. Well, you said through the door, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I was just like blown away because I thought that like this was like a second room, and I somehow went past it into the next room, but it's just
Nope.
a giant room, and I
It's the
landed in
pit.
No, it's a giant training room. There's training dummies. There's like kind of fake swords, real swords, bunches of stuff. I just didn't want to
Boy.
draw it all, so it's
Nicely done.
I mean,
It-
it's not screaming and on fire. Well, it is
well,
screaming,
it's just
It's not-
screaming. Yeah.
but it's not a flying ocean of burning things. It's
Okay.
just madness itself.
Yep. Yeah, you have a bunch of mad flares. Should probably. I don't know what their dexterity is. You know, I'm gonna quickly go find where mind flare
Which
is.
check should
Oh,
I do
so
for
it,
whether or not? Oh, he's gone now, isn't he?
It turns out that the guy I knew from the Ink Spots was just a touring musician. All the actual like main line singers for the Ink Spots are dead and have been for like 30 years.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So,
Yeah.
what role should I do, Wander, for even realizing what happened?
You more or less land on top of one of these guys. You
Ew!
you have
Give me
seen
an
one of
ink
them
on
before, but they
Oh
look
no, I
pretty-
mean a roll. I mean a roll for whether or not I
Oh.
know how I got here.
You can feel it. You can feel it in your shoes, in your soles.
Are they gelling?
That you have teleported for the first time in your life.
There's a lot of firsts in this
Hey.
campaign for Drez.
We've teleported plenty of times, just not through.
No, you guys have gone through. Oh yeah. Well, has Drez ever used the black rod? Because you guys have mostly gone through portals and stuff.
No, he's been teleported by people, but that's about it.
By
Yeah,
BB
he has
and
been
stuff.
sucked through dimensional rifts and portals and stuff. But
I
he's
got
never
call
actually
mounted
teleported.
once, and I went through a portal once.
Yeah, well, the
twice.
call mount was kind of, you were already in a dimensional rift, so I don't even know what that counts as. Whereas this is like same plane teleportation, it's slightly different.
I got Doctor Who resurrected.
Okay, so for those of you still in the room, you hear screaming as the ogre takes a ton of damage.
Yep.
What a coincidence! I hear screaming.
Yep, and then he is going to try and leave. Let's see if he succeeds. He takes grand total of 27 damage.
Question.
Yep, alright. Yes?
Somewhere a cockroach caught on fire. Yes?
Yeah. So you hear screaming from the other room, and
Well,
the door
actually, when-
the door is thumping.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's back in ogre form because I had to
Let
break
me
my
see.
concentration on
He
polymorph.
does
to
not
use
break
wall
through the
water.
door. But you being directly next to the door, you notice it kind of like buckle as an ogre, flaming ogre tries very hard to get out of there.
this is
Well.
horrifying.
Any information that was in that office is likely on fire too. Shame.
Anything on the bookshelf?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That
So
means
he
that makes Dimitri a book burner.
You actually,
I mean, he is a religious fundamentalist.
yeah, Dimitri, make a perception check, by the way.
Right. Ah.
All right. You hear something else. Kind of sounds like it's splintering or cracking, maybe. But you're not really sure about that. Okay. Let's see. So what do? You are on fire, though. It's less dire as it would have been if you were still made out of full wood.
There's still diagonal water wall.
This would have been really, really bad for Dimitri before he
Oh,
got upgraded.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'm gonna. Do I even notice? Am I
water wall?
able to like comprehend?
It's like touching you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it.
All right, I'm gonna run through the diagonal water wall, I guess.
And take probably Drez's spot at the
Yep.
door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So, Alarin, you just saw Drez warp through the door.
Oh no! Kahuna, you know what to do. Kahuna.
So Kahuna...
Sorry, yeah. He goes under the door.
Yeah, Kahuna goes through the door.
And he tries working with the mechanism on the opposite side.
No,
Or the...
Kahuna's not smart enough for that.
Wait, he can't turn
He
a doorknob?
can't turn doorknobs.
Aww.
Doors are just mild obstacles for him. He's never needed to bother to learn how doorknobs work, nor does he have a high enough intelligence score to properly understand
Kahuna, come
how
back.
turning anything
Or
works.
actually, can you take this pebble from me? I put my
Just
goggles
like doesn't
on.
understand the concept of doorknobs.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
he takes up the pebble. Can you just try positioning it in your forehead?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes through the door. Roll a die 100.
Oh, really?
Yep. We have to see if he's smart enough to get the pebble through the door if it just gets left behind.
Oh, okay.
It does not. It bunks into the door and falls down as he passes through it.
Oh, okay.
Can't just slip the pebble under the door?
She could, but that
But-
was her action.
Yeah.
We're still in initiative because you're in combat.
Kahuna.
So,
Yeah.
Maybe a
so
continuous combat round for like 3 episodes straight.
yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna cut this session up into 2 episodes somehow. That way we have enough for this week, and that way we can have it short.
For whatever
you'll
it's
end after
worth, this has been the most action-packed, like absurd combat we've ever
I
done.
really like
I
it.
know. I like
It's
it too.
funny.
Thank
going
goodness I have
down.
water spells. For goodness sake.
Okay, Greg, you have a skitter on your head and spikes under your feet. What do?
Hunter's rear end. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna do a con save. Oh shit. Yeah, spikes are gone.
Oh, okay. So the spikes are
nice.
no longer there.
I figured
Okay.
what happened was sufficiently jarring enough that I should
Yeah, no.
use a save for concentration.
I would have said teleporting for the first time you would have had advantage. Teleporting in front of a mind flayer, you got bigger fish to fry than keeping
And then
spike
falling
growth
in a
up.
hole.
Yes.
Skip man, it's a natural nemesis. The door. I'm gonna put you down. I'll let you do your thing,
Got it.
but I'm gonna attempt my thing first. Excuse me, Robo. And
All right, you right through the door.
Well, that's one way to do it.
we're good, Skip
Somebody-
man.
Okay. You notice Skitter was planning on unlocking it anyway.
Yep.
All right, so you guys bust into a room that has, like I described, it was like a training arena, a training room for soldiers. There's practice dummies, weights, all sorts of stuff. Pretty much anything you would need to have your like elite fighting force get buff. Except for the pit of mind flayers that are screaming In your mind, by the way. They're not really... the noise that they're actually making is kind of more like a wet spitting noise. But the... the screaming is most definitely inside your head. And it is their turn.
Oh,
They
goody.
are going to...
Am I
I'm
prone?
gonna play the crap out of your mind. Is what they're gonna do.
No. You were... Yeah, you're
All
on
of
your
us
ass.
up here are
You fell
out
on
of
your
line of
ass.
sight from them, probably, right?
Okay, let me
Yeah,
try
but we
and
can
think.
hear a pit of things going.
Yep. We can hear a bit of them.
So
God
they...
damn. The Dragonborn breath is so lame.
Doesn't it scale with level to some degree, or no?
Yeah, it's garbage. When you're level 6, it's 3d6.
That's
Yeah, that's-
really bad.
That's
when you're
pretty
level
bad.
11, it's 4d6.
Oh.
It's like, what?
D&D has never been good about making low-level stuff scale well.
It also only has a range of 15 feet.
That's
The
really
cone.
bad.
It's like such a terrible ability.
Then again, that's probably okay.
Admittedly, if you were like a fire dragon, I think it's a 30-foot line. Like it's
Yeah, there's slight differences.
there are cones and lines for dragon
This
breaths.
campaign also has the worst power creep of any campaign I've ever done. So like, it probably seems really garbage in
What
comparison.
you're
to what
saying
you guys
is I need to
generally
swallow an upgrade orb.
do. I mean, maybe.
Oh no!
Oh,
Don't put an upgrade orb in your like
All right.
venom pouch.
Then I'll transform into 2 dragons.
Okay. So they are more or less going to start. Well,
trying to suck your brains
this
out.
this is like out of a Japanese horror porn.
What?
I'm not
Again?
surprised.
2, 3.
Is that just what
All right.
today is?
Eldritch horrors.
So,
You're trying to figure out if they hit or not?
yeah. Well, they have a +7 to hit. This is the problem.
I think Drez is about to get screwed.
I'm gonna downgrade the damage just a little bit.
Because he would have gotten killed in one go.
Here, I'm gonna GM roll this and then I'll figure it out. Because, like, these were mind flayers. If these things were sane, you would have had problems.
But they're not sane.
But they're not. So I'm trying
I
to
think
figure
that
out.
when Wander was intending for us to enter this room, he did not envision us to throw ourselves into the pit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they should be surprised for a turn.
No.
Surprising for me.
I mean, they're insane. The idea of surprise is... Actually, that is kind of a... Well, no. I mean, effectively, they're feral. Like, what happens when you turn a mind flayer feral? Pretty much the only thing it can do is eat brains. How much health do you have?
49.
Less now.
Okay. You have 5.
Oh, no.
As 3 mind flayers more or less latch onto your head and start digging away.
Ew. That's so gross.
Skitter is going to run into the room because he probably hears screaming. And he is not outnumbered here. He also has the height advantage.
I'm sure
yeah,
this
it's
will
a
only
6-on-6
improve Drez's
battle.
demeanor.
Okay. Give me a moment. I gotta go check something. Let's see. Did Skitter pick up anything particularly useful? He did. So you are hit by a rock. And then you feel yourself teleporting, and then you're somewhere else that you don't know where you are.
Wah.
It's not a rock, it's a something. I don't know what the object is.
He got taken into a Pokeball.
Yes.
Another smaller mind flare.
No. So you are probably prescient enough to realize that you're in a bag, in like an interdimensional space or something filled with a lot of daggers.
Oh my god, he is in a Pokeball.
It's a good thing I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
Yeah, so you're in there for a while, probably.
Well, I don't think most Pokeballs have daggers in them.
No.
Otherwise,
Skitter's
Pokemon and
probably
Yu-Gi-Oh!
not
have
going to
a
try and
lot more in
extricate you.
common.
Well, maybe? I don't know. Skitter's been buying things, and so I've actually been writing down what he's been buying, and so he
He
has...
is the richest of us all, probably.
Yeah, I wrote it down as a rock of adhesion, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But he can use it to grab things from far away and put it in his bag. But I don't know what to do with it, so kidnap Drez.
That was way worse than the butterflies.
Yeah, no, you also would have to roll... I guess, actually, yeah, you have to roll this. Roll 3 int saves. Yeah, you are... you more or less are, like, super stunned by psychic damage. And then the Mind Flayers are probably just gonna, like, pile up underneath. They can't climb.
They start suction cupping against the wall like Zoidberg.
If only. There's suction cups. I don't even... No, they don't have suction cups on their tentacles. Mind Flayers are like fake octopi. Guys?
Yeah.
I got Drez in a bag, and if I move him, he dies.
You mean if you move the bag, or
Well, I mean, he's in my bag of daggers. He, like, opens it up, and you see, like, Drez, like, semi-comatose in a fetal position in the bag. And he's just... There's, like, 30 knives in there. And he's like, yeah...
well, can we get him out somehow?
I mean, maybe
or-
we could heal him first? Please?
Well, it's not my turn.
No, combat's over. Unless you guys go back into the pit, combat is over. We'll keep the turn order for the time being.
Okay, so that other ogre isn't coming through the butterfly field.
You hear... Here, I'll resolve this.
Actually, both ogres. I mean, there's the other one stuck in the office, too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there are 2 ogres.
So you hear thumping and screaming.
Wait.
And thumping and screaming. And thumping and screaming.
Is
And
he trying to open the
thumping
door or something?
and screaming.
We get-
So here's the thing.
You're trying
He's
strength
healing.
check. Wait, what?
All of the ogres and goblins healed every round. So he is taking damage, but then healing all of it back as he is internally on fire
Oh,
and
that is
stuck in this
purgatory.
room.
Oh, damn.
And so I am trying to roll until he breaks through the door. There he goes. So he finally gets through the door, and he takes... let's see. So
This dude's in a Harlan Ellison novel.
so he takes 7 damage, and then he takes...
Nice reference.
Oh, yeah.
I read the name because it's behind me.
All right. Yeah, I guess we're not done with combat because the ogre you cockroachified stumbles out of the sphere of horror, burnt and blackened with barely any health left, and he is screaming, and it looks terrible. He's been in there for a while. I mean, if you know what Wolverine looked like from
yeah.
some of the times when he got set on fire, this is pretty much the same thing.
Like that time he got hit
Raw
by
red
a
muscle
nuke.
Jeez.
showing through the skin.
Yeah, so that's what you see. And what do you do,
God.
Dimitri?
I look at my axe and decide, well, it's good for the goose is good for the goose a second time. And
All right.
I also step over to him.
Yeah, and you kill him.
It's cool. It's cool. He's dead. I did it. It's fine.
What about the other ogre?
You don't see him. And there's a big old burning ball of horror behind you.
Okay.
Actually, somewhere in this process, you also hear more screaming.
Jeez.
What?
Is it higher pitched?
No, it's in your brain.
Oh, well,
Oh.
yes.
No, like, it gets louder for a bit, and then really loud, and then it stops being loud.
Huh. That's weird.
So what are you guys gonna do? There's still screaming in your brain. You have a catatonic Drez in a bag, and a pit full of mind flayers.
Well, let's try to cure him up to some extent.
Oh wow, Harlan Ellison's still alive. He's 83 years old.
Okay, that's an extra 9 health for Drez with cure wounds.
All right, Drez, you kind of break out of being catatonic. You're in a bag full of knives. What do? You can see Alarin like staring up at you through the. It's kind of like the
Well, I
moon,
have to
but
have
the moon is her
poked him, right?
face. Oh yeah. So like an Alarin arm is like rubbing your face, or whatever body
Finger.
part is wholewards.
Ever
So
heard
I
of the
went-
Alice in Wonderland effect? Because you're suffering from it.
I have gone deep
He's
down
so
the rabbit
tiny.
hole. I went from a a spinning tornado of nightmare flaming butterflies that were screaming to a mind flayers attacking my face to being in a room full of floating knives. This does not improve Drez's disposition. I would very much like to be out of the room of knives.
Okay, Skitter, how do we get him out?
Well, you grab them and then you pull them, and you just hope not too many of the daggers stick in.
Can I just will myself out?
Yeah,
Hey, Drez, can you turn yourself into something small?
I feel like the urge to not be in the same room has only grown since the last time it worked.
Can you turn
Okay.
yourself into something palm-sized so I can take you out without you getting stabbed?
Well, I was talking to Wander about the
Yeah.
solution.
Oh.
So are you like
You're just gonna burst
trying
out?
to like swim out?
I'm
I have another
trying
idea.
to very much to harness the same feeling of however I got
Of
into
shoes.
the other room.
Okay.
I have another idea if this won't work. Is it gonna work?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Find Steed.
I already had a solution. Everyone's trying to do solutions.
So Drez, once more, you are sucked through a dimension, kind of backwards through the bag, the wrong way, and then out into reality. And once more, you feel Dimitri in your brain. It does help the screaming noise a bit.
I just lay down face first. I quit.
My noble chariot, you have returned once again to me. Ride onward, excuse me. Ride onward, my friend. We must enter glorious battle against things with which that want to flay our mind holes.
To the rest of you, Drez is face down starfishing it, and Dimitri is standing over him with reins somehow. You're not sure where they came from.
I am willed to listen, but have almost no understanding of what's happening around me, and everything is hell. So I literally transform into a warhorse.
Okay,
Whoa.
you guys see this like weird long-legged lizard creature like spring up beneath Dimitri.
Wait, so he looks like a Kieran. That's awesome.
Kind of.
Kieran,
It's like what would
Kieran
happen if
are
you
awesome unicorn reptile horses.
It's like if you looked at a horse, swapped out the word equine with reptile, and there you go.
You're about to get requined.
Dimitri climbs on top of the
Enjoy the
war
fan art.
gator, the war gator with reckless abandon. And
Right.
Now somebody has to draw Dimitri the robot warforged on a lizard warhorse.
oh my God.
Kieran.
Oh, great.
Shell, that sounds like a good topic for a speed paint if you've got...
Well, the thing is, I'm still in the process of making Dimitri's painting. I'm having him, like,
Well-
posing heroically with, like, an axe.
Maybe you should
and-
back that one up and put him on a lizard steed.
Oh, man. I don't know.
All right. So you guys are not in initiative, so you can do whatever you want. Because they're not able to climb out. It's like a 10, 15-foot drop.
All right. I guess having him as a war pony is probably not useful.
But it is funny.
That is quite funny. Well, I'm only gonna get to do this once. Dimitri and his mounts just like go like clip-clopping about.
Okay, so you do I assume you're doing a circuit around the room?
Yeah. Yeah,
You now have
that's
control
all we're gonna do. I
You
can't.
now
I have
have
no control over Dress.
No, now you
there
do.
we go.
Just
Alright.
dragging around this catatonic creature.
So as you go around the room, you notice the mind flayers are following you.
Oh, they all sort of go to
That's really creepy.
whichever
It's
side.
kind of like fluid physics. I'd move them, but
Oh,
that's
that
really
was
uncomfortable.
weird. All right, I
That's
look
really
around the room.
uncomfortable.
We have like there's like equipment and stuff around the room, right?
yes, there's like training swords, some real swords,
Javelins.
like practice armor. You see some lances.
All right, I start grabbing some of the lances down, and just like Dimitri can't whistle, but he can like blow exhaust through various ports. So it's just like
It's more like hissing.
You're gonna chuck the lances down into them?
Oh wait, no.
yes.
Yeah,
He's not pneumatic. I mean,
yeah.
wait,
No.
is he? I don't know.
Sorry, I was thinking you said Drez.
Oh no.
Because I wasn't paying attention. I thought you were saying
Yes.
that like you were having Drez like Winnie or something, and you were gonna like
No,
charge
no.
something. My brain was
how
elsewhere.
many lances can I gather
Isn't
up?
this like playing fish in a barrel?
Yes, it's exactly like playing fish in the barrel. Although, is that expression offensive to you?
Is that racist?
yeah.
You
Am I
find
okay to say that?
I don't really think it's much for sport, considering you're not actually, hunting them down properly. I mean, we have to hunt down Leviathan.
Prison.
Are you saboteuring this mind flare hunt?
What? I'm not sabotaging anything. I'm just observing.
Okay.
I mean, I could. I was thinking about summoning something. That'd be awesome.
Okay. So you guys are able to find 2 functional lances. Most of the rest of them look like they've been broken or are just unusable.
All right. Do I get any advantages for using a lance in mounted combat?
In 3rd edition, you charging with a lance was ridiculous. I don't know about charging with
I
a
don't-
lance in
we're not charging
with them
We're
so
not
much as
going
throwing
down there.
them.
Yeah. Okay, if that's the case, I'm just going to Oh.
Okay, so you throw a lance into the pit. It clatters to the ground.
Second time's charm. No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, you are now lanceless. So
I get off of Duez.
are we just gonna like try and kill them from afar? Because we could do that.
What do you think I was doing, Skitto?
Okay. So Skitter is going to sit on the edge of the pit, dangling his legs and just tucking his hammer every 6 seconds.
Oh.
Can I try?
Sure.
But you're not wearing the dwarven belt.
So, Skitter hands you the hammer and you almost immediately just like clonk to the ground.
Never mind. This doesn't look
It's
fun
very
after all.
heavy. It's very heavy.
I just saw this thing over here. It's not because I'm too weak to pick up the hammer.
Skitter goes back to it almost looks cheery as he's slowly just braining them to death.
I haven't used this before. I pull out the magician card.
Okay.
I'm going to slap it down next to me. I summon the Dark Magician.
One
Oh,
second.
God.
I fairly.
Or should I do
certain
my
looked this one
Yamayuki
up.
voice? I summon Dark Magician.
Of course it was always
Okay.
Yamayuki.
Always
Uh,
Kuribo.
Shell, can you pass me your spell deck?
My spell deck?
Kuribo will save
Yep.
the day.
Wait, just for my spells?
Yep.
It's time to
All right. Oh, jeez, this is a mess.
Sorry.
All right. Let's see. Shell, you kind of feel yourself cast Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians? How?
Well, they're there.
But it's for free?
No.
Just
Like
be-
it feels like you cast it, but you know, it felt like it was, you know, it feels like a cut above the rest maybe.
How so? Are they dancing around me right now?
Let's see. I have to look this one up. Let's see. That's the D&D wiki. None of this is useful. Can I have the card back?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So it is cast at a 5th level spell.
At a 5th level, wow.
Yeah. So it's doing what? 5d8 now.
And what's this radius?
Whatever the usual one is. It's all it does is it casts it at 2 levels higher.
Okay, so it increases by 1 die 8 for each slot level above 3rd.
Yep.
Wow. So currently it was 3 die 8. Okay, so that means it's just 5 die 8. Radiant damage.
So you have that as your aura for now.
Okay. Geronimo!
Oh my
Wait,
god.
you're jumping in there?
I mean, how else am I going to influence
Okay,
them?
no, you jump in there. Roll for initiative.
Oh no. Guys better back me up.
That's a terrible idea. Why would anyone follow you?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, they were ready.
Yeah,
Oh, they were ready.
they were waiting for Lauren.
But aren't they going to get zapped by all
Yeah,
my
so
radiant spirits?
roll damage. Now remind me what Spirit Guardians necessarily does?
I'm doing 5 die 8 radiant damage, and
You gotta-
it does it every time when they enter and when they stay in my aura.
Okay, so they're okay, roll 5d8, they all take it.
Is it
I'm
going
gonna
to
roll
be
based
plus
on
1
horse initiative.
because of my spell stuff?
What was that, Shell?
that was,
Am I going to give it a plus 1 from
Yes, so you get a
spell
plus
stuff?
1.
Yeah.
There's what, 6 of them? Okay.
Oh, they have to take wisdom savings throws, but they're all mad, so they don't like have any wisdom, right?
Yeah, they have severely low wisdom.
Why did you jump in?
Because otherwise the spell would be put to waste. This is
She didn't think that like throwing them from the rim was very sportsmanly, and
But-
she wanted to give them a fair chance
Okay.
of killing the shit out
there's-
of her.
But they're
One-
sanity-rending
Oh.
abominations.
Yeah, they all fail.
A weird time for
It's-
honor.
Skitter's been hitting them this entire time. Which was what? Maybe about 2 rounds worth of hammer shots?
mm-hmm. You're just calculating all the damage.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to see how many times Skitter hit them. So he hit 1, 2, and 3, 4. Do I still have this math? I guess he probably wasn't sneak attacking him because
All the calculations.
it's too much. There's large groups of things that you just hit all at once, and I have to get it all together. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So Skitter had actually only managed to hit a couple of them. He hadn't been very caring about hitting, or he wasn't trying to sneak attack them or anything. Okay. So now you're in the pit. Can everybody else roll initiative, by the way?
I rolled
we
a 10 for Greg and an 18 for Dimitri.
Okay.
And I rolled a horsey 11.
Oh yeah, what's your
Horses are
Kahuna
less
roll?
dexterous than my character.
You can roll Kahuna. He's a -3.
Also, I'm large.
You are large. All right. Skitter's actually completely caught by surprise by this whole.
just
Yeah, I
get
want to
terrible
hear his
initiative
reaction to
rolls.
this.
You notice he's
+3.
kind of staring down with his hammer like cocked and ready, and he didn't quite process that Alarin just flung herself into the pit. So he rolled a natural one. He was not ready for this at all. And he is, I think he's trying to disbelieve it. But it's not working so hot.
Wait, was he a -3 or a +3? Kahuna.
A -3.
Oh, okay. Well,
So he's
got
in the
less
negatives.
He got less than 0.
Yeah, he's a -1, but that's still higher than a negative. That's still higher than a natural 1. Okay. You are hit. Oh, twice. That's not so bad. You take 28 damage as they begin to tear away at your face and head.
Ew, no. Okay, 1 minute. 28?
Didn't you want this?
Well, I thought that them being mad, they were going to get destroyed more easily.
I mean, they're perfectly healthy in body, but not in mind.
Really? They're that fresh?
They're pretty fresh. I mean,
You thought you
they
just casually one-shot 6 enemies?
I don't know. Maybe I was overestimating my Spirit Guardian's power.
Yes. Okay. So that's their turn. Let's see. Dimitri, your friend just flung herself into the pit. What do?
I have very little that I can contribute to this.
Well, you can take Drez along with you.
You can squash one of them under your metallic bulk.
Yeah.
Come on.
So,
How big do you think Dimitri is?
I'm guessing he's about 6.5 to 7 feet tall.
yeah, he's not
Ride
quite
my
as-
stallion!
Okay, so you get to make a drop attack. Both of you do.
A drop attack.
I don't know what that means.
You get a full attack. So
Okay.
you get 2, because I mean you're riding Drez into the pit. Drez, you're gonna have to make an acrobatics to land well. And Greg, I'm gonna need a handle animal check from you for
Well,
Yeah.
I
Right.
apparently just learned
Well, I guess you don't
dressage.
need-
Oh my god, that was what I was gonna hope would happen. That's what I hoped would happen.
So I land gracefully and perfectly, and then he just like eats shit
Falls
right
off.
off of me. Like, just,
Yeah. So
But he falls
somewhere
off onto the
in the
nearest-
15-foot drop, Drez, in all of his acrobatic and skill and glory, somehow manages to lose hold of his thighs from your
This is
back.
Dimitri, by the
This is
way.
Oh, sorry, Dimitri. I
Yeah.
get distracted. I'm very hungry. But he kind of loses it, and like you kind of drift. Like this is a short fall, but he somehow manages to, more or less eat shit on the ground below you, and then you daintily land on top of him.
Oh, no.
Drez, not Drez. Dimitri, you take 8 damage for crashing into the ground.
Oh,
I feel like
man.
for that kind of crit success, I should get to do a trampling charge on one of them.
No, you get to do whatever you want. You have a round and you have a bonus to something.
You have the sharpest of hooves.
That means I do
Hoof
the normal.
claws.
It's the attack, but also they have to do a DC 14 strength check, or they get knocked prone.
Okay.
Or I could just miss.
No, you hit.
Probably happen.
My
No?
players actually have shit for armor classes, comparatively. So you, what's the DC?
It's a DC 14.
He succeeds. He resists, but
Oh.
you do take a chunk out of him. So that would be
If the
mind player
target
number
became
6.
prone, I would get a bonus attack.
Let's see. So how much damage is that? 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
Ah!
All right. Roll an acrobatics check. All right. You safely land and can get a full attack.
All right. I thwack the guy 1 tile north of me.
Okay. So
Uh,
you can keep going.
and I thwack him again.
All right.
Oh yeah, and when my spirit guardians come up, they don't affect my allies.
Yep.
Or at least I
Okay.
will them not to.
Alarin, you're gonna need to make 2 int saves.
Intelligence saves?
Correct.
Oh.
Okay, you are stunned.
Ah.
The spirit guardians are going though. You do not actually need to keep them concentrated while you use the magician card.
Mhm.
It's Kahuna's turn.
Kunas. He is going to leap in and envelop
Okay,
like
make a
these
belly
guys.
flop roll.
A belly flop roll?
Yeah.
What's that going to be?
Just roll a die 20 and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay.
It's acrobatics. All right, Kahuna misses.
Oh, he misses, so he just like lands here.
Yeah, he's like over there. And more or less, you're all hit by like a splash of water as Kahuna pancakes out pretty much across the entire arena.
Can he still attack, or is
Oh,
that
man.
considered his attack?
Yeah, you can hit one of them.
Okay.
Kahuna uses splash.
It's
If-
not very effective.
If he had actually rolled high, he could have actually hit multiple people, though that probably would have included either you or Greg, but whatever. So he...
Oh, sorry, that's not the attack
Yeah,
roll.
that's the damage.
Okay, so it's a 1 die 20. What
Plus
would
6.
plus 6? He's pretty good at this.
It's mostly just big.
Ah!
Alright, Kahuna just keeps pancaking out.
he splats on
He's
the
going
ground.
to take a round to recover himself here. I guess Skitter, seeing as he is no longer a active participant in the battle, is going to ace one of them in the face from on high. Let's see, which one would he be going for?
Probably one of the ones on me, right?
Yeah. So that would be 3. Okay, and he successfully dislodges it from you.
When you made this room, were you anticipating that we would just jump in on purpose?
No. No. And, in fact, make a perception check, Horse Dress.
Horse dress.
I mean, he is horse dress.
Yep.
All right, you don't see it.
Because there is still an Oni.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
We
don't know
we
where
still
he
have a
went.
sentient opponent in the
Yeah.
environment, and we're like, let's fight the things that can't fight back.
All right, let's see. Now it's gonna become a brawl.
Oh god.
Well, remember they all get damaged again.
Yes. So roll 5d8 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
If I was thinking right now, I'd be very mad about being back in this hole.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're right.
Like, what's
You
that? He
worked
barely
so
survived.
hard to
Let's
get out
put
of
him
the
back
hole.
in.
Bwahaha. All
so
my enemies
hard.
will take 31 damage. Bwahaha.
Okay. See, now it's starting to pay dividends. So, see, number 3 dies. Number 4 dies. And you guys are left with 2. So,
Wait, you mean 4?
yeah, sorry, 4. Two are removed. You are left with 4. And they are going to... See, 2 are going to keep going for Lauren. And... I guess...
But if I'm stunned, doesn't that mean I'm going to get
Horse-
outright killed?
Drez and Greg. No, your brain is only extracted if you fall below 0 HP. Alright, so 1, 2. Okay.
Your brain is extracted.
Extracted.
Word choice.
1, 2. Alright, so every single one of you guys are hit for... So Alarn, you hit for 12. Drez, you hit for 19. And Greg, you were hit for 15. And all of you have to make int saves.
Oh, those are the worst.
I am no longer
Nice,
a horse.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Okay, so Alarn, you regain your proper locomotion.
Ouch. My head hurts.
And, what would, you know what? Here, I'm gonna rotate him upside down. He gets his tentacles in a knot and can no longer, he'll have to claw you.
Oh, that's the natural one.
Yeah, he got the natural one. I'm like, what happens when you nat one to try and, bore into somebody's skull? Okay, let's see.
You bore into their shoulder.
Yeah, Dimitri, it's your turn. Dimitri?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, 2 characters, man. Alrighty. Well, I see this gentleman right here. I guess I stand up. Does that take an action, or that's a move?
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't divinity. And a tick. Ooh, no.
Roll a die 100.
Whoa.
Okay, what does this one
All
do?
right.
What does this one do? Don't let. I want to read it. I want to read it first. Oh, this is great.
Okay.
All right. Roll. Everybody make dex saves.
Oh, great.
Eh.
Great.
150 feet, 20-foot radius. Oh no! Oh no! This is horrible. This is horrible. I thought this was gonna be great. This is gonna be horrible.
What happens?
Have you ever been hit
Oh,
by a
no.
fireball?
What?
It's the goddamn fireball again.
So the pit explodes.
Oh, 20-foot
ro-
radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. So all of you guys explode. Roll damage, bird.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
And if I remember right, yeah, you're all within the radius. So Lauren, you actually managed to dodge the fireball.
Wait, what? How?
Well,
Did
not
I get...
dodge it, but you get half damage.
You
not
have a
gonna-
17 because you have the 3 from being in Dimitri's aura protection.
But that won't help. I'm dead.
No, you're
There-
probably unconscious. How much damage did you take earlier?
There's a very cooked, kind of insane unconscious lizard.
I am... So, I only had 6 HP after the Mind Flayers got to me this
Okay.
last round. So
Oh, yeah, you're down.
Both you and Drez are down.
does the spirits at least still flit around me, or I'm out? They're out.
No, spirits
no,
are
they're-
gone.
Yeah, they can't maintain through that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. They all die. Every single mind flayer. I mean, you've got calamari and 2 unconscious party members.
Alrighty.
And you're in a pit.
29. Okay, so
This is unlikely to improve Drez's disposition.
Drez
feel
will
like-
remember this.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the version of Drez will remember.
Jez will remember this.
Oh god, we're still not even done with fighting because there's still one guy. Oh
No,
no.
all of the mind flayers are gone. You were done
Yeah.
with fighting.
But I mean, there's still the
right now.
sentient dude.
Well, we don't know where he
Yeah,
is. Or if he's
there are
coming.
some amount of the wall of butterflies are still going because you haven't spent enough time to get them to go, and you have no idea what happened to the ogre mage. So
Kahuna's upset.
you have 2 casualties.
Okay, so Greg is at.
Now that I think
hang
about
on.
it, I was just thinking about aquatic resuscitation, but how do tritons work if they can breathe both in what? They must filter out the oxygen,
Probably.
but
They could
How
do the
many-
calculations for me. I got distracted.
How many healing potions do you have, Shell?
me, I have 1 large healing potion, and that is it.
Okay, Skitter is dumping that on your face.
Actually, I have 7 smaller ones too.
Okay, he's starting with the... No, he's gonna go with the small
What?
ones, probably. He's gonna, like, chuck 3 of them at you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So what's his roll?
So, what is that? 6 die 4 plus 1? Was it 2 die 4 plus 1 or 2 die 4 plus 2?
It was 2 day. I think it's
2 die 4 plus 2.
2.
Yeah, so 6 die 4 plus 6. Alright, you're up to 20.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
And
What just happened? Where did the fire come from?
do you really have to ask?
I suppose I don't need to.
Yeah,
It's the axe, isn't it?
yeah. Thing goes off like 2 to 3 times an episode now, it feels like.
It keeps things spicy. Wait, what's this an episode?
It's how goblins tell time sometimes.
Okay, and then what about
Understood.
Drez?
Well,
Yeah.
does Dress have healing potions?
Go rummaging
Creative
through his
solutions.
pockets.
Dress, how many healing potions do you have and of what varieties?
My inventory is a mess, and I don't know what some of the things mean anymore. This is an issue at this point.
Because
I
Skitter doesn't
have-
have any healing potions. He is entirely reliant on you guys for healing.
As far as I can tell, I have 7 small potions of healing, 5 large potions of healing plus is what I
Okay, so
wrote.
you also get 20 HP as Skitter just dumps 3 of the healing
I also
potions
have
on
an
you.
entry that literally says a shit ton of poison.
Yeah, you do in fact have a shit ton of
I have
poison. I think
the
it was like
Dread
10
Kill.
vials.
I have Dread
Of-
Killhall's keys still.
You can
I also
probably
have
you can probably
3
delete those.
I have a small vibrant potion and 3 medium vibrant potions.
Now, how tall are these walls?
15 feet.
Okay, I will smack down the tower card. Poof.
All right. So you have
Well, we have to call this here.
yeah.
I
Can we at
think.
least get out of the pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get out of the pit. I assume all of you probably want a long rest.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
no, we still have to hunt down the Oni. There is no
he's-
time for rest. We must
This
kill
is
Gorlar.
This
If he's
is a
gonna
really
come to-
unsafe context for resting when there's some kind of invisible foe
True.
nearby, probably.
You're right.
But-
Make a perception check, all of you. You're
Okay.
close enough to it.
Perception.
I don't think Drez
Okay.
is going to get up to take a perception check.
So, Alarin, you rolled high enough. You can hear ogres shouting to the north of you.
Guys, we probably don't want to go through this door immediately. Or actually, wait, if they're shouting, does that mean they already know what's happened in here?
No, it sounds like they're busy.
Ah!
Sorry about that.
Whoop!
Whoa. I lost track a little bit. Did a heal happen to me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
get
20.
you got 20.
Skitter is dumping potions on your face. Okay, let's see. So you guys, yeah, Alarin can hear ogres shouting, and it sounds like something's happening. You're not really sure what's going on, but it doesn't look like they're coming for you.
Guys, there's definitely a number of ogres up there, but I don't think they're aware of us quite yet.
How could they not be? We certainly caused quite a ruckus what with making the explosion in the pit.
Maybe they're contending with something else.
Oh, what could be worse than us?
I don't know. Wasn't Gorlar tending to some kind of portals, or what did your friend say, Greg? What was he doing?
I didn't really ask him. Gorlar doesn't really like to talk about his business anyway. Kind of a need-to-know basis, and he's the only one who ever needs to know anything.
Mm-hmm. Well,
If I remember, I didn't actually ask about that, right?
at least
Not really. They just said he was
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah. Well, I know enough about Gorlar to know that would be the gist of it.
well, we don't hear those voices in our head, and the pit is squeaky clean. I look as there's like charred corpses and just debris everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, every
Barbecue
cloth has
madness.
silver linings.
And every party member still has their brains intact. It's a bit of a surprise, honestly. I thought one of them was going to be, well, let's say, permanently, brain dead, or brain snack. I don't know. Anyway, I honestly was expecting things were going to go a lot worse, when they already were going pretty badly. Now, they've cleared the pit of mind flayers, in the most unorthodox way I thought, and, well, unorthodox way they could have, and now they're on to the final stretch before whatever awaits them above. What is it? Well, I guess you'll just have to find out on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons: Grave of Man.